In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a man named Thomas. His clothes were torn, his shoes worn down, and his face, though tired, held a quiet sadness. He had once lived a life of purpose, but now, all he had were memories of what used to be. Thomas had once been a skilled carpenter, creating beautiful things with his hands. He had a family, a home, a life filled with hope. But one fateful day, a fire destroyed everything. His house, his job, and soon after, his family slipped away. The once bright future he dreamed of turned to ash. Now, Thomas sat on a street corner every day, invisible to the world. But inside him, there still burned a spark, something that refused to die. He remembered who he once was, a man who could build things, a man who had dreams.
Are you okay?
I'm just thinking, I used to be good at something. I used to build things with my hands, now I'm just lost.
For the first time in a long while, someone took the time to ask. Sarah had noticed him. And in that moment, she saw more than just a homeless man, she saw a soul with a past, and maybe, just maybe, a future.
What if you could build something again? Something meaningful?
I don't even know where to begin.
Why not start by helping others? You have the skills. Maybe there are people out there who need someone like you. People who need help rebuilding.
For the first time in years, Thomas felt something stir inside him. Hope. The thought of using his skills again, of helping others, began to light a fire in his heart. Could he really rebuild not just the lives of others, but his own? Thomas didn't wait for a grand opportunity. He started small. With his hands, he fixed things, broken furniture, broken hearts. He became known as the man who could restore what was lost. Word spread, and slowly, people began to trust him. They began to help him. One day, a local business owner walks up to Thomas while he's working on a wooden chair outside. The business owner looks impressed and shakes Thomas's hand.
You've got talent. I could use someone like you. How would you like a job?
One day, his hard work paid off. A local business owner offered him a chance to rebuild his life. A steady job, a roof over his head, and a chance to prove that even the broken could be restored. Thomas worked tirelessly, pouring his heart into every piece of wood, every nail he drove. But this time, it wasn't just about fixing furniture, it was about fixing himself. He had rediscovered his purpose, his passion, and he wasn't going to let it slip away. Years later, Thomas opened his own carpentry shop. His business flourished, but more than that, he had rebuilt the life he thought he had lost forever. He was no longer the man who sat on the sidewalk. He was a man who had found his way again. But Thomas never forgot where he came from. He made it his mission to help others, to give them the same chance Sarah had given him. He knew that sometimes, all it took was one person to believe, one person to show you that you can rebuild, no matter how lost you may feel. The story of Thomas became more than just a tale of survival, it became a story of hope. A reminder that no matter how hard life gets, you always have the power to rebuild, one step at a time.